What if everything you know about your place in the cosmos is wrong? What if the universe is not built from matter, or energy, or even space? What if everything you touch, everything you fear, everything you hope for, all of it began as nothing? What if nothingness is not an absence, but the most powerful force in existence? Stay with this thought. Because by the end of this journey, nothing will feel the same again. We are about to embark on a profound exploration, challenging the very foundations of your understanding. Before we continue, pause for one moment. If you want more perspectives that challenge everything you think you know, subscribe right now and join the exploration. This journey promises to unravel conventional wisdom and ignite a deeper sense of wonder. We imagine space as a silent void, a blank canvas stretching between stars. It seems like the ultimate emptiness, a vast expanse where nothing truly resides. Yet, to modern physics, space is anything but empty. The vacuum is alive, restless, vibrating with quantum possibility, a dynamic stage for unseen forces. In the smallest scales of reality, far smaller than atoms, the universe boils with activity. This isn't a quiet, inert void, but a vibrant, energetic field. Particles appear, vanish, reappear, violating classical expectations, borrowing energy from the universe and repaying it instantly in a cosmic dance. This ceaseless, ephemeral activity is called quantum fluctuation, a testament to the universe's inherent dynamism. If we could somehow remove every atom, every photon, every trace of energy, we would still not reach true nothingness. Even in the most pristine vacuum, the quantum foam persists. Space would still churn with invisible storms, a constant ebb and flow of potential. It would still create, manifesting fleeting particles from pure energy. It would still destroy, as these particles annihilate each other in an instant. This fundamental restlessness suggests that even the absence of matter is teeming with a profound, creative force. Even when we strip reality to its bare bones, when we attempt to isolate absolute emptiness, we find not silence, but a whisper. It is a whisper of being inside the heart of nothing, a subtle hum of potential that defies our conventional understanding of absence. This challenges our very definition of what nothing truly means. This is the first hint of a truth almost incomprehensible. The universe grows out of emptiness the way a seed grows out of soil. It suggests that creation isn't just about adding something to something else, but about something emerging from what appears to be nothing. Nothingness is not death, it is potential. It is not an end, but a fertile beginning. It is the birthplace of everything that could ever exist, a cosmic womb from which all reality springs forth. This profound insight compels us to reconsider our fear of emptiness, both in the cosmos and within our own lives. So what if everything you've been taught about your place in the cosmos is simply too small? What if your understanding of existence has been limited by a narrow perspective? What if you are not just living in the universe, but emerging from the same mystery that brought the universe into being? This connection suggests a deeper, more intimate relationship with the cosmos. Before we dive deeper, tell me in the comments, what do you think existed before existence? Your answer may reveal more about you than about the universe itself, reflecting your deepest assumptions about reality. And if you want more mind-bending questions like this every week, subscribe and turn on notifications to continue this journey of intellectual awakening. Let us rewind time. Not billions of years. Not trillions. Let us go back to the moment before the universe began, to a state that defies our imagination. What was there? Our minds struggle to grasp such a concept, as our language is built on the premise of existence, not darkness. Darkness requires space for light to be absent, a canvas upon which shadows can be cast. But space had not yet emerged, there was no canvas. There was no dimension, no direction, no distance, because the very fabric of reality had not yet unfolded. There was no time, so there was no before. The concept of a sequence of events was meaningless. There was no location, so there was no where. All spatial coordinates were non-existent. There was only a state without space, without time, without form or measurement. It was a cosmic nothingness, if the word nothing can even apply to such a profound, pre-existent state. This was not merely an empty void, but an absence of the very conditions for existence. Out of this non-place, something astonishing happened. A fluctuation. A ripple. A break in the symmetry of non-existence, a spontaneous emergence from the ultimate void. It was an event so improbable, so fundamental, that it challenges our every notion of cause and effect. Somehow, the universe ignited. From this unimaginable state, the spark of creation flared. We do not know why. We do not know how. These questions remain at the frontier of human understanding, perhaps forever beyond our grasp. But we know this: everything you see, every star, every planet, every life form, every thought, is made of the aftermath of that first impossibility. Your very existence is a direct consequence of this cosmic genesis. The universe did not begin as a structure, it began as a question. A question asked by nothingness itself, a query that demanded an answer in the form of existence. That question echoes through every atom in your body, a silent testament to your improbable origins. It whispers of the profound mystery that underpins all reality, connecting you to the very first moment of creation. Look at your hand. Move your fingers. Feel the weight of your body. Everything you are, your breath, your heartbeat, your consciousness, is built from particles that did not have to exist. They are the improbable outcome of a cosmic gamble. Each atom in you was formed from stardust, forged in the hearts of ancient stars. But before it was stardust, it was a quantum fluctuation, a fleeting possibility in the primordial void. It was a probability wave, a trembling possibility in the void, waiting for the universe to choose its form. You are not just made of matter, you are made of form or nothing. You are structured from absence that became presence, from silence that became form. This profound transformation is the essence of your being, a living testament to the universe's creative power. This realization reframes everything we fear in life: meaninglessness, emptiness, uncertainty. These are not flaws, but echoes of the universe's own origins. Because the universe did not fear emptiness, it used emptiness to create, transforming the void into a canvas for existence. Maybe what we call emptiness in our own lives, silence, loneliness, confusion, loss, is not destruction, but preparation. It is the space required before new creation, a necessary clearing for what is yet to come. These moments of void are not to be avoided, but embraced as fertile ground. Nature follows this truth everywhere. Forests regrow after fire, finding new life in destruction. Stars are born from collapsed clouds, their brilliance emerging from gravitational collapse. Even galaxies form in the stillness between cosmic collisions, coalescing from vast, empty stretches of space. Nothingness is not the end, it is the beginning of possibility. It is the fertile ground from which all new forms emerge, a constant reminder that endings are merely new beginnings in disguise. So here is the question you must confront: if the universe can rise from nothing, why do you fear the empty spaces within your own story? Why do you resist the moments of void that precede transformation? Maybe you are not breaking down, maybe you are clearing space for something new, a profound metamorphosis. If these ideas resonate with you, comment the word awakening below. Let us see how many minds are awakening together to this profound truth. And before we continue into the deepest part of this exploration, subscribe for more insights that shift your perspective on the universe, and on yourself. Modern cosmology reveals something even stranger: the universe is mostly nothing. This isn't just a poetic statement, but a scientific reality. Most of space is empty, vast stretches between galaxies and stars. Most of matter is empty inside, with atoms being almost entirely void. Even atoms are almost entirely void, with tiny particles dancing in vast internal darkness. The solidity we perceive is an illusion, a product of electromagnetic forces. If the universe is mostly nothing, why do we treat nothingness as a curse? Why do we fill every moment, every space, every thought? We have been taught to avoid emptiness, empty time, empty silence, empty thought. We equate it with lack, with failure, with a void that must be filled. But emptiness is the natural state of reality, form is the exception, a temporary manifestation within the vastness. If nothingness had not existed, nothing could have existed. Creation requires a stage, and the stage must be open, unburdened by pre-existing forms. The void provides the ultimate canvas for all possibilities. Even dark energy, the mysterious force driving the universe apart, is a property of empty space itself. It is an intrinsic energy of the vacuum, pushing everything further apart. The emptier the universe becomes, the faster it expands, accelerating into an ever greater void. In other words, emptiness controls the fate of the cosmos. Emptiness shapes destiny, dictating the ultimate trajectory of all existence. This is not just scientific truth, it is philosophical revelation, a profound insight into the nature of reality. The universe is telling us something. Do not fear the void. Step into it. Use it. Let it transform you. Embrace the emptiness, for it holds the key to creation and evolution. From ancient sages to modern physicists, nothingness has always been the great frontier. It is the boundary of our understanding, the edge of what we can perceive and conceptualize. To the mystics, nothingness was the path to wisdom, the clearing of the mind before illumination, a state of pure receptivity. To philosophers, nothingness was the mirror in which being reveals itself, defining existence by its very absence. It is the backdrop against which all forms and meanings emerge, giving context to everything. To physicists, nothingness is the most active fabric of reality, a dynamic field of potential. The vacuum is the engine of creation, constantly giving rise to and absorbing particles. The absence of form is the birthplace of form, a paradox that underpins the entire cosmos. So what is the role of nothingness in your life? How does this cosmic truth apply to your personal journey? When you stop filling your world with noise, with constant distractions and external stimuli, you begin to hear the faint signals of meaning. Silence allows deeper truths to emerge. When you release what is no longer aligned, what no longer serves your highest good, you create the conditions for evolution. This act of letting go is an act of profound creation. When you embrace uncertainty, when you surrender to the unknown, you allow new futures to emerge. The void of not knowing becomes a space of infinite possibility. Every creator knows this truth. A blank page is terrifying, but without it, nothing can be written. It is the potential for all stories. Every musician knows this truth. Sound is meaningless without silence around it. The pauses, the rests, give shape and meaning to the notes. Every life eventually learns this truth. If you never allow things to end, you never allow yourself to begin. Endings are not failures, but necessary transitions. The universe does not fear the void. It trusts the void, knowing it is the source of all things. It uses the void to build everything, from the smallest particles to the grandest galaxies. So the question becomes, will you do the same? Will you trust the emptiness in your own life? There are moments in a human life that feel like collapse. A relationship ends. A plan fails. A dream dissolves. Meaning evaporates, leaving a profound sense of emptiness. We call this emptiness. We call it nothing. We perceive it as an ending, a loss, a void. But what if these moments are the psychological equivalent of the universe before the Big Bang? What if they are not endings, but profound beginnings? A state of pure potential, unburdened by past forms. A pause before expansion, a moment of stillness before a new trajectory, a silence before a new fate ignites, a quiet space for profound transformation. What if your greatest transformations will be born from the moments you thought were dead ends? What if these perceived failures are actually the fertile ground for your next evolution? What if nothingness is the seedbed of your next self, the necessary clearing for who you are meant to become? The universe needed emptiness before it could create galaxies. Perhaps you need emptiness before you can create the life that is waiting to be lived, a life more aligned with your true potential. The void is not your enemy. It is your origin. And it may become your rebirth, a powerful catalyst for profound personal growth. Embrace it, for within its depths lies the blueprint for your future. So now you stand at the threshold of a truth that many never dare to face. The universe came from nothing. You came from the universe. Therefore, your existence is the continuation of the most extraordinary miracle in cosmic history. You are a living, breathing testament to the power of the void. You are not random. You are not meaningless. You are not small. You are the universe becoming aware of itself, a conscious expression of cosmic potential. You are the result of nothingness remembering how to create, a profound manifestation of existence from non-existence. The question is simple: what will you create next? What will you bring forth from the fertile void within your own life? If this journey expanded your mind, subscribe to the channel and stay with us. Together we will continue exploring the deepest truths of existence, from the birth of stars to the mysteries of consciousness. Leave a comment sharing what part of nothingness resonates most with your life right now. Your story may inspire someone else to embrace their own void. And remember, the more we understand the nothingness around us, the more we understand the infinite potential within us.